with August Fáilte taught on Airlock Woodworkers Diary. So hello and welcome to an Irish Woodworkers Diary, and I wanted to show you a little project that I was working on. So I restored two handsaws. This handsaw here, an old Sandvik that was probably bought in about 1985 or thereabouts, and there's an old tenon saw, back saw, Sanderson's, that I also restored. So what I wanted to show you today was, I wanted to show you me building the saw vise. This is an excellent piece of kit, and long before this I used to get two pieces of timber. I used to get two pieces of timber like this, put the saw in between and juggle them in the vise. So guys, pretty much what we have is some scraps of timber that's lying around the workshop, okay? And we build this lovely little vise. And if you look at the way it's designed, I have a batten which sits on the bench, and a batten here that the vise locks against. And as it locks against it, it tightens these jaws. I'm going to come about 50 millimeters, which is 2 inches, okay? And then we're going to come another 2 inches, which is 100 mil, so 4 inches. And we'll repeat that over here. Now they're just identification marks. There's nothing special about them. The next thing I want to do, roughly between 15, maybe 18 millimeters, we'll come down here. And we do a straight line. Now again, this is just, there's nothing special about any of this, okay? The next thing I want to do is I want to get some sort of curve shape. And we'll come in roughly to our 2 inch mark there. And what I'll do is I will bring that there. And I'll probably do the same over here. We'll start that the same here. And then what we'll do is we'll put our bucket this way and we'll finish off that gracious curve. So as you can see, we have a nice little curve there, and what that does is that allows the saw to go in. So that when we put this up there, that this section is out of the way of this here. And that's all it is. It's just, we just make up a nice little curve of some sort. It doesn't have to be like that. It could be just down. Anyway, I just thought we'd fancy it up. Okay, so as you can see, we've just done this little bit of a fancy cut. And that could change. Like, I mean, that's just what I threw on it there now. Might change that. The other thing you want to do is, we want to take at least half of that there. Right, I'll show you now, 1 second. I want to take at least half of that there, okay? And we want to do the same here, on this here. So, what we're doing is we're putting a chamfer. I'm going to just use the pillar drill to aid in cutting the shape. So it removes the waste, that's what I'm trying to say. There we have it. That's our first curved section cut. So now we'll cut this down with a coping saw, or the bandsaw. We now have the chamfers done on both sides, as you can see there, done with a hand plane. Now alternatively guys, you could use a router. I do always try and avoid using the router because of the dust. It's shocking, the dust, especially from teak. It's a nasty, nasty timber, so I would avoid using the router as much as possible on teak. So my next job now is to get the other sections ready to hold these chops, okay? What I need to do next now is I need to take this timber here and put it about there. And we need to chop a piece of timber out of this to house this in. So let's show you how we mark. That's our chamfer point there. And I want to take this piece of timber here and I want to mark that point there. So that point there, roughly about there. Just a rough measurement, doesn't have to be perfect. And the other thing I want to do is I want to separate these two. So just a quick recap about what I done there was we just want to meet that point there. So, I want a good sharp wood chisel just to remove the last little bit the blade didn't get. So the next thing guys is we want to pretty up these pieces of timber here. So we're going to use the pillar drill again. So our next job guys is to clean up the face of all the timber. Clean everything up. So for that, we'll take the 5.5 and we'll just give everything a bit of a smooth over. like to assemble this now is quite simple. Piece of MDF which sits at the bottom of my vise, which allows me to sit these two pieces on there, and I know they're equal. Let me get this one here, I'm going to sit that there. And this one here, I'm going to sit that there. And then before we do anything, we'll just check that everything is nice and snug. And everything is looking really good there now. The job I need to do now, guys, is when the tenon saw, or the back saw, whatever you want to call it, goes in between these, I need a gap in the middle. So I'm going to go cut that out now, and I'm only going to cut it on one side. You won't want it on both sides. I'm right-handed, so I work everything from the right. So. Okay guys, I've placed the timbers in the vise, okay? And what I wanted to do was, I wanted to put a little bit of a divider in between the chops. Okay? And what I want to do there is then I want to slide them in there. Okay guys, we're going to apply some glue now. Okay, so the glue is applied, and now we're going to squeeze these chops in. Easier said than done. God's sake. Now, glue all over my hands. I'm going to just put a little pilot hole in here. And what we're going to fit is, we're going to be using these little dome head screws. They're a very nice screw. So it's just to pretty up the horse, the sharpening station. And you want to tighten it till the glue squeezes out on the side there. And let's not forget, we're being a little bit pretty here now, so let's keep the screw slot heads all in the one direction. So we have this ready now, and I think it's at a good height for me to work. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to get the square, and we're going to just check that everything is nice and square. And I'm very happy with that. So the next thing I want to do is I want to take our cleat, okay? And I want to sit the cleat on the batten there. And obviously what we'll do is we'll take a measurement there. 50 millimeters, we're spot on. Okay, we get our pillar drill, we get our little drill, and we'll drill straight through. We check it for our 50 millimeters, and we get two nice screws, two 50 millimeter brass screws. And again, with the screws all pointing in the one direction, and we have glue squeeze out. So we know that's nice and tight there. So like I said, guys, this is the lovely saw clamp here. It's all prettied up, like it's all made nice and tidy. You don't want something that's bashed together. You want something that's pretty. And also on the batten that gets clamped in the vise, we have 3 designated holes for the 3 small foils for foiling your crosscut, and on the likes of the crosscut saw and the tenon saws. Okay. Anyway, that's it there, guys. Like it's rock solid. Just lift your foil out, and you're ready to start foiling your handsaw. And then we have the bigger one here that I have for the longer saws. So this one here, I'll probably sell this one. See if it sells. It's a lovely item to have in the workshop. Whether or not you make it yourself or you buy it, they are an ideal jig to have around the workshop. Anyway guys, from Irish Woodworker Story, I'm Phil Gaynor. Thanks very much for watching.